So you know what? We're gonna pivot today because the universe thinks it's funny. Actually, I just want to say Instagram thinks she's funny. Definitely just hopped on Instagram Live. No one showed up, and then when the internet was connected, I don't know what was going on with that, but basically the internet was like connected, and it just kept like saying like pausing to like reconnect, pausing to reconnect. So I'm taking that as a sign that like I'm not supposed to be on Instagram Live right now. Also, ooh, Mama's getting old. Mama is tired. I need my skin pulled back. Okay. Girl, she's feeling thicky. Girl, that just should go to show where the fuck I am right now. So we're just gonna talk to the camera because that's what we're giving. Oh my god, I gotta take this off because it makes me my face feel fatter than it actually is because it's confined in that. Oh my god, I'm puffy. This should go to show where I'm checking in right now. Okay, that's what this week has fucking been. If we're gonna be honest, honestly, like Instagram just really pissed me off because she knows she rude for that. She know I come on every Sunday and then she want to be funny and I can't do what I was supposed to do, but you know what? I'm going to pivot. And it's also very interesting that this is happening because this is forcing me to do something that was shared with me recently regarding what I do for me versus what I do for y'all. And I say that to say that like I be coming on here because I be doing the Sunday service. I love doing Sunday service and I love getting the message together. But there's also certain things that like I have to do for me, and then there are certain things that like I present for you all with like knowing you all being like the audience and stuff like that. And I think cutting what I do for me and then thinking about how I can center you all is like just as important to me. And just that shows up as like a couple of like different things. As far as just like my timing and you know what I choose to like discuss like before I like go into you know reading or whatever. But I honestly feel like maybe this is like my sign to start growing my Substack. Because I have been thinking about how because I know that you can like monetize Substack. Like technically, I have monetized Substack. Thank you so much to every person that has subscribed to Substack. I had somebody subscribe this week for like a yearly, and that money was literally like divine timing. Honestly, I was like, oh my god, like I needed that so badly. So it's just like those little things have been like the blessings that have been just like showing up for me recently. Through just like the guys of like Substack. Like I went from I think like before the summer started, maybe having like 4 or 5 like paid subscribers, and now I'm up to 8. So I'm like, yes. And I got like I think I went from it showed me like earlier today because I wrote a blog post. It showed me that I went up to like 170 something subscribers from like 150 something. So like for me, that's like big. You know what I'm saying? 2, 3 months of writing and me like getting people like coming and staying. Shout out to me. Shout out to y'all. But anyway, why am I here? There's so much on my mind that I could just like share. There's so much that I could talk about. This also is just like making me think about just like some of the things that have been kind of like showing up for me recently in real life in regards to a couple of specific topics. One of the topics being just like relationships and just like connection and partnership and just like desiring that and talking about that and wanting that and positioning myself to allow myself to be met by people so that way I can have that. But also just like, bitch, where do you meet these fucking people? Like there was just like an article posted that just like New York is like one of the worst cities to like date in. And then also as a spiritual practitioner, as a woo woo nigga, like that makes it even more difficult. Like y'all know that y'all be seeing those fucking memes where they're talking about, oh, like niggas talk about, you know, they want a spiritual woman, but then when they get a spiritual woman, they don't know how to keep her, all the stuff that come along with it. And it is the same shit for me. Like very much the same set because the thing about it is just like a lot of the times it's like, okay, like, am I here to upgrade you? Like, and what do I get from this? Because you know, getting your dick sucked is cute and all, but like, what more? Like, I need a lot more than that. Just being real here. So for me, that has been like coming up just I guess like outside of me or just like showing up in like other people's lives and like making me think about that in my own life and also just like speaking about the desire of it and not feeling shame around it. The other thing that has been coming up for me this week is just like, bitch, you need to fucking sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, you need to chill. You've been doing a lot. You've been seeing the people, you've been socializing, but like listening to your body. I feel like I just watched a video. Somebody had a tarot video on TikTok. I think is Alex Does Tarot. Somebody shared their page with me at some point in the past, and it was talking about just like in this season how you need to learn how to like listen to your body and like listen to like what it needs. And then I was reading someone's Substack post this morning, and it was talking about interoception, and I did not know what that word was, but it made sense after I like read a little bit into it, because it definitely is something that I have been learning how to, I guess, like perfect, I guess you could say. Interoception is the body's internal sensory system that allows you to perceive signals from inside, such as hunger, thirst, pain, and emotional sensations like a racing heart. It is critical for self regulation and helps you understand your body's needs and emotional states. And examples include recognizing you need to eat, feeling anxious, or needing to use a restroom. This sense can be influenced by factors like the vagus nerve, and while some people are more attuned to certain signals than others, it can be improved through practices like mindfulness, meditation, and yoga. So part of the reason why this is like coming up for me is just like listening to like what my body needs, and also like not diminishing or thinking negatively about it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I'm like, bitch, I need some pussy. Okay. So I'm like, how am I going to fix that? And sometimes you can't fix that, but like, what do you need that can like help you to like channel that energy into like something else? Or maybe you just go get it. I haven't been going to go get it. Okay. It's about to be Scorpio season. I'm sexually deprived. It's somewhat a choice and somewhat just because of where I'm showing up at right now. Cause like, bitch, I've been busy. Like, girl, I was at fucking Culture Con last weekend. Okay. Then I had to work this week. And this week I was at shit in person. So like I'm around people all fucking day. And then I hung out with some friends on Friday, which was like a nice time, but then it was also just like socializing. And then yesterday I had class, which was amazing. Shout out to the Astro Twins for the entrepreneur class that I am taking right now. We're in week 5, if I'm not mistaken. It's been snapping every Saturday, and then I had some plans that had just like gotten moved to like another day, which I was totally fine with because I really didn't feel like leaving the house. But I did get to drop off, which was also really amazing. Um, Someone purchased a deck of mine for their partner who lives in Bed-Stuy. So I ended up meeting up with them in person to give them a deck, and then I gave them like a candle, of course, because you know how I am. I'm a lover, and I always want to give people, you know, good vibes and everything like that. And then I blessed the deck and everything, so like that was nice. And the thing that I haven't like really said, I haven't said it out loud yet, but like, okay, so when I made this deck back in 2024, or when it was released, right? The publishing company sent basically like 50 copies of the deck to me, just like have to like do whatever I wanted to do with them. They're like, you give it away, you know what I'm saying? You can sell them, like whatever you want to do, like they're your decks, right? So I've had like boxes of those decks in my living room since the fucking deck came out. And me giving away that last deck, or actually somebody purchased it, I didn't give it away. Somebody purchasing that last deck made one of the boxes go away out of the 3. So for me, it's just like, especially lately, I've been sharing more about like the deck even fucking existing. The fact of the matter of just like being like, okay, like this is work that I've done, like telling people like openly about it instead of like feeling shame around it. And also just being like, bitch, like you are such a fucking professional. Like you're actually like a change maker. And you need to like embrace that and like embody that and like submit to that instead of being scared to tell people like what you've done and who you are and like what you know how to do. And like I also think about some of the skill sets that I have kept under wraps or like not shared openly about like my Akashic records like practices and how I've been reading the records for like 6 years and like what that process has been like for me. Shout out to Tatiana Tarot for telling me back in 2019 to like learn how to read the records, and I took that advice and I ran with it. Okay. And then also just like y'all know about the candle stuff and everything like that. And in my class yesterday, somebody was mentioning to me like the process of just like showing how I make candles, how I do candles for myself. I don't know if that is something. I also don't know why this person, when they text me, their information always, I don't know why they keep getting through. Show and share with you. I don't know what this means. It bothers me so much because like my phone is on do not disturb, right? So like if my phone is on do not disturb, that means do not disturb me. So I don't know why certain people's text messages when they're not on the do not disturb list are getting through. That disturbs me. Um, because like if my phone is on do not disturb, I don't want to be disturbed, and that just disturbed me because it took me out of like my thing, and my phone is on do not disturb. I don't even remember what I was fucking talking about. That just upset me because like I mean that's also another thing right now. I'm having to think about just like girl, my energy. How do I save myself? How do I take care of myself? How do I put myself first? Like I've always put other people and their feelings and their emotions and stuff like that first. And like sometimes I will ignore or downplay the things that I'm feeling in my body because I am trying to guess what I think somebody's going to respond or how they're going to like react. And that's not fair to my feelings. So I'm not doing that anymore. And I also feel like because I'm going into this 36 year of my life, and I'm going into like my first house perfection year. And I think this upcoming year, based on where I'm going to be for my birthday, I'm going to be either a Scorpio or a Sagittarius rising, which kind of hoping I'm Sagittarius rising, but I'll do double Scorpio, and a Libra moon. That sounds like a tough year. That also sounds like it'll be a freaky year. Come on, baby. I want to get freaky with you. Okay. Um, because they shut me down. Somebody's like, they should. Um, what does that mean? Why am I responding to text messages? This is what's the ADHD. ADHD, a little bit of the tism, got the polar, literally have everything. And I'm so glad that like when I submitted my application for my full time job that I said I had disabilities because I do. Anyway, I don't know where I was going to go with this. All I know that is like still floating in my head to like talk about right now is the fact that just like right now, um, I'm trying to just remind myself that like I have to choose myself. That's why after this week is over, I will not be doing any readings for people, which I haven't been really doing readings for real anyway for the last like couple of weeks, which is fine. I haven't had space to. I've only been doing like this and just like little stuff that like people like ask me to do. I've been doing more candles and stuff like that. So I would say like if you want your Scorpio season candle, you need to get it in soon because I will be offline officially starting I'll be offline officially starting. I should probably like do like a little. Okay, so I said I'll start on the 17th. So you have until Thursday to get your candles and stuff like that in. I'll probably do like a last minute wave right before I leave town. Um, actually, no, I deserve a break, and I'll be financially stable, and I'll be financially okay. I'm claiming it in the Lord's name. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, Mother Earth. Okay, Earth Mother, for the blessings, the abundance. This year is all about abundance, but this year is also a year of showing up for me. So, how do you show up for you? Spirit is saying, go ahead, girl, get this reading done because this wasn't supposed to be this long. This is supposed to be quick, nasty, to the point. And girl, let's do it. Heavenly Father, Earth Mother, who love us unconditionally. Thank you so much for this blessing of today. Thank you so much for allowing me, Gary DeAndre, to be the conduit of this message on behalf of the collective for the week of October 8th. 2025. Whatever the tea is supposed to be allowed to be so. Thank you so much for the guidance. Thank you so much for the blessings. Thank you so much for the abundance that's on the way. Hey, hey, amen, and ashe. And also, this is the week of October 12th, not the week of October 8th, bitch. Get it together. Week of October 12th. Whatever the tea is supposed to be, cannot believe that I'm about to be 36 years old in 15 days, Lord. Let me see that. Let me see that 36. Okay. Let me see that 37 and beyond, Lord. Because listen, it's been tough out here. This 35th year took me down. Took me down to down, 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 bitch. Took me down to down, 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 bitch. And I'm just grateful to still be here. I cannot believe I'm still alive. Amen and ashe. Amen and ashe. So much has happened. Definitely almost died. Could have died. Definitely went through just traumatic shit this summer. If you know, you know. Definitely went through some big losses. Definitely went through some big, like I've gone through a lot. Like I've gone through everything that you could probably think of. I don't know how I'm still here. I really don't. And like that's the other thing that like I want to say before I like pull cards. Like I feel like this week has also been like a week of me being affirmed by the universe and affirmed by people from like various stages of like my life and like my career and stuff like that. Whether it be me running into a former student of mine um in the fucking Dollar Junction and him saying that my Spanish class a couple of years ago, well, 7 years ago, is what helped him have enough Spanish to know how to be able to speak it to get a job, his first job. For me going to somebody's house that I did a house cleansing, house blessing for literally 3 weeks prior, and the whole house is different. She just moved around. New desk, new curtains, new vibration. And them thanking me for welcoming them home to their home that didn't feel like their home before. Somebody literally on the phone this morning that I've been basically mentoring in candle magic and candle work and stuff like that said that I changed their life for the better. This was like 2 hours ago, like before I took a nap. And my stomach is like churning because it's just like, it's like I feel like this sense of nausea. And I was just talking about interoception earlier. It just feels like it's a sign that like my stomach is just like, no, like follow the path. Like it may be difficult, it may be hard, but you're doing the right thing. And it's scary, but you're doing the right thing. So whatever feels right, whatever feels too big, whatever feels like challenging, like lean into that because there's something there for you. There's something big for you. You feel what I mean? I don't know what it is. I know that I can do so much more and I know that I can be so much more and I'm ready to be so much more. And I'm ready to show you all what I can do. Because I've just been, it's like I've been hiding myself and hiding my gifts for so long and that does nothing for nobody. Like I know what I do in my house. I know what I do when I'm by myself. I know what I do with others. Others know what I do with them. And I don't have to prove it to anybody, but I also think it's not fair to give you all 70%. So thanks for receiving me in this new chapter. It's about to be 17 minutes. Time to go ahead and lean into the cards for the day while I yapped, just like I was on live. Girl, and then you got all woo-wee. Too many. Too many, Lord. Let me just do one because I just want to burn through this right now. Right now, I want to go through all these decks. I want to pull one from each deck and go from there. Interesting. This week is going to be a week, and it's funny that I said that because actually, before I got kicked off of Instagram Live, the title of the live was Mind Body Connection. And the High Priestess coming up in reverse is really showing up as this like lack of mind body connection. Keywords: neglecting yourself, honoring your truth, settling for less. Have you been second guessing your intuition? As of late, the High Priestess is coming up in reverse to tell you to get out of your head. Your inner voice and your outer environment are in disconnect, and this is a gentle nudge to remind you to get in tune with yourself and what you know to be true. Take a moment to sit with yourself and know that what you feel is not a lie, and you're not making things up. You're being asked to honor what it is that you know to be true for you, not for the sake of trying to fit into the pack. Your intuitive buzzing has been letting you know that something feels off, and this is time for you to use your internal wisdom to your benefit. This is the reminder to get in touch with the divinity that is your highest self, the most divine version of you when you are moving and grooving through life without worrying or overwhelmed as to what is right or what is wrong. Pay attention to just what is right now, and you'll see that this is a great place for you to function from. The High Priestess in reverse is also reminding you to not settle for less than what you deserve. If you've been letting someone pull the wool over your eyes, is that person you? Definitely been letting myself pull the wool over my eyes. Also, I actually got triggered earlier today because I saw somebody's Twitter account that I guess they got a new Twitter, but I blocked them in my phone. I was like, because I felt guilty. I think I felt guilty for the fact that like this person I had like cut out. But then I was just like, this person was actually like using you and then also like want to talk crazy to you. Bitch, you don't let nobody talk crazy to you. You don't even let your fucking father talk crazy to you. You're not gonna let no nigga that you just met online talk crazy to you, bitch. Never that. So I had to let that go. But I feel like this week is really about just like listening to your gut. Listen to like what you want, the littlest things. Like today I was actually supposed to go out with somebody, but my body is like, no, bitch, you need to be in the house, like with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because I knew that I didn't want to like go outside today, but they texted me and said something about having like another event to go to. And I was like, please do that because my spirit is saying we need to wait for the right time. And I'm all like, my spirit, my intuition is always fucking right. And I need to stop playing with myself about the fact that like my intuition ain't right because my intuition is right, bitch. Okay. And your intuition is right, bitch. Like this week is telling you stop second guessing yourself. Stop second guessing what you feel. Talk about what you feel. Talk about what you're thinking. Talk about how you're showing up. Talk about what's going through your mind. Talk about what nudges you're feeling. Talk about if your ancestors, your guides, your spirits are talking to you. What are they saying? What are your people saying? What is your heart saying? What is your soul saying right now? How do you allow yourself this week to listen to the nudges of your soul? How do you allow yourself this week to listen to what your body is saying? This week is going to be challenging for people that, you know, don't know how to listen to themselves. If you're finding yourself around people that are running a race for somebody else that's not themselves, I don't think those are the type of relationships that you should be focused on right now. Because like that's not how you move. You don't move like that. You feel what I'm saying? You don't move like that. Wild woman comes up. The message is free. Number 30. How do you allow yourself to be free this week? How do you allow yourself to be a wild woman as you are going throughout the week? Bitch, I'm going to shake my motherfucking tatas, bitch. And I'm not even on Instagram like, bitch, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Oh, I can't play music right now because whatever. But bitch, it's time to get nasty, okay? Be a free bird. Do whatever your body wants. Number 30. Number 3 is all about just like your spirit guides. Your spiritual team is walking with you. Like, if you want to stem. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to have like an autistic in the moment, like sometimes I like, you know, freak out a little bit. Like, and sometimes I want to like, you know what I mean? Like, just lose it. Like, just be free. Be yourself. Like, stop masking. This is not the week to mask. This is, well, I mean, masking in public, you know, because people, it is getting sicky out there. So mask up if you need to. But this is a week to, I think, like drop your mask as well and be a free bitch. I'm a free bitch, baby. I want your love. I want your man. I want your love. I get me friends. Okay, I forgot the words for a second, but anyway, you know what I mean. Number 30, wild woman, free. Keywords: personal power, instincts, freedom from inhibitions. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can do it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. I don't know how you remember songs from like so long ago, but I can't remember what I ate for breakfast on Monday. Wild woman asks you to free yourself, letting your instincts come front and center. Be comfortable with your wild nature and desires. Dance, dream, speak your mind, move your body, and channel life force without abandon. Drawing this card, regardless of gender, invites you to connect with divine feminine energy that creates, excites, and transforms her fears into usable energy. She's free from any and all limitations or doubt that once caged her spirit. If you are inquiring about a relationship or situation, pulling this card asks you liberate yourself from any emotionally or mentally suffocating circumstances. It's imperative to fully be your authentic self at this time without filters, which is truth burp. Literally the message that I've been getting in all of the readings that I've been seeing today, are just like things that I've been hearing from various places. I'm going to read some of the stuff that I've been seeing. Channy app. Strong relationships don't just appear. The past few weeks have taught you that your close connections feel better when you tighten up the basics. Whether you've been clarifying expectations with your partner or scheduling emotional check-ins with your best friend, staying consistent has helped steady your bonds. Turns out trust doesn't grow on trees. It needs your ongoing attention. Keep showing up. Moon calendar. Mercury in Scorpio sharpens your perception, which sometimes feels intense to others. Today, however, the moon softens your presence, blending emotional wisdom with empathy. Your insights and decisions come from a place of care, making you both formidable and approachable in equal measure. And then also like the Scorpio Mystique app also had like a really good one. I forgot to screenshot that, and Scorpio Mystique is on this phone, so I can't really pull it. And I don't think that she posted the whatchamacallit for today. So I can't read that one, but the horoscope for that one was good in Scorpio as well. But basically this is really just saying like shake a tail feather, shake your toto, say what you want, show up as you, like be free. Free the nipple. Okay, whatever that means for you, just be free. Okay. Um I almost said something to she who shall not be named, but we're not gonna do that. And then I want to get a crystal spirit card. And then there's one other deck that I have. I was like, where is it? The fucking Tarot for You and Me deck was covering it. So I'm going to only upload the guidance to Instagram because Instagram has fully pissed me off. But I'm gonna upload the full video to Substack. So if you want to get all the pre-tea and everything like that, you got to get to Substack. Andres Villavista. Andres Villavista is my pen name. If you don't know, now you know. But you can find me on there. I literally post it every fucking day. Like, I don't know why you're not subscribed if you have not subscribed already. If you don't want to read, that's fine. I get it. I'm not trying to pressure you, just letting you know that it is there as a resource. And it's something that I use more than just like posting content spiritually on Instagram. Because Instagram is about to get the chop for me. Amber, number 3, number 30, 3, 2. Next is 3. Amber. What does Amber say? Maybe Amber, there's an Amber in your life. I do know Amber. I'm going to reach out to her. Healing family patterns. Releasing karma. Preserving the wisdom gained by lessons of the past. The families we come into as infants. Oh, girls, get ready for this one. She's going to be deep. I'm just going to tell you now. The families we come into as infants and the ones we grow up in offer us experiences that yield gifts. Lessons about love, about resilience and forgiveness, and about our own power to leave behind old ways and embrace the new. Our current families do this too. By exploring our relationships with family members, we can discover our own strength and wisdom. Amber Spirit is here with a message to reconnect with the wounded story you still recount, one that is a legacy of your family. Can you heal this story and instead tell one from the perspective of love? How beautiful is it to alchemically change the experience of family? This way, you may receive and give love within a family as defined by the heart and the magic of the conscious universe, who sends people your way to make sure you have the caring and affection you need and deserve. Friends can be new family. This is making me uncomfortable. I can already tell because I'm scratching and picking at my skin. And y'all know that I should not be picking at my skin. That's how I know that this is, yeah. Reflect today on the love you've created for yourself and how precious you are. A gem like no other. Reflect on the family surrounding you, the guides and manifestations of the conscious universe here to support you and send you love, love, and then some more love. Look to those who choose to offer you this gift, for they are your human and animal family. Draw strength from knowing that love shows up always to bring you what was missing in your own family in the past. This balm is available for you to heal the family wound that has hurt for so long. Because the more that I get closer to my birthday and the more that I like start like really just like leaning into this like first house perfection year energy, it really is like upsetting some people because people are not used to me like this. You know what I'm saying? People are not used to me like this. They're not used to me like shaking the table. They're not used to me like, you know what I'm saying? Doing what I do. And I can't not do what I know how to do best. You feel what I'm saying? And like, I'm also the thing that I'm also struggling with right now is like my family isn't necessarily like in person right now. It's like across the globe. Like, I feel like I have family everywhere, but just like the connections in person feel like they're like either waning or just like not as strong as I would want to have. Like, I just don't have like a person I can call my person in person right now. I'll put it like that. And that hurts. period. In romantic relationships, we always have a choice to stay or go, to learn and grow, or to move on to a new partnership. If you want to have a different sort of relationship the next time around, Amber's spirit message to you is clear. Explore your family relationship. The nuggets of wisdom you mine will help you avoid repeating the pain of the past in your partnerships today and in the future. Find these hidden gifts of wisdom and strength so that you may enjoy the loving partnership you deserve. The prosperity message says the lessons we learn about security and prosperity in our families of origin are brought into our lives as adults. Do you know what those lessons were for you? What messages about money and finances, about saving and investing, and spending and sharing were you given? Amber Spirit appears with an invitation to explore those lessons and messages in order to move forward consciously on the path of prosperity, unencumbered by old habits related to finances. These were perpetuated by you because, well, you never thought to question them. To enjoy prosperity, explore what your family taught you about abundance and make conscious choices about whether to keep, alter, or replace the lessons you learned. The conscious universe wants you to be prosperous and will support you in making changes and in creating and sustaining wealth. Amber is not a true crystal, but fossilized tree sap. Just as this resin is solidified, so too are patterns sometimes passed down by family. Meditation with Amber Spirit is excellent to help explore these patterns and shed light on those that may no longer serve us. Amber is literally saying, get to the root of the family. Because, like, you are the family shaker upper. The quilted Quaker picker upper. It's you. Okay, you pick up the people, you pick up the family, you are the black sheep. You know what I'm saying? You do things differently. There's nothing fucking wrong with that. So just like do it. There's something in my eye and it's been bothering me for days. Also, I can't wait to get like glasses. Shout out to like insurance. I cannot wait to get like my vision insurance so that way I can get glasses. I lost my glasses at a hookup last year in the city. I hooked up with some boy in his hotel room. I left my hat and my glasses, my favorite daddy hat. My pink daddy hat. I miss that daddy hat all the time. Rest in peace. Anyway, last card. Represented in kindness. Of course. So give yourself kindness, give others kindness, give your spirit kindness, okay? Give your soul kindness right now. I'm about to put on these sunglasses so that way I stop. Where are those sunglasses? Where is your scooter? Here they are. Because I keep touching my eyes and I don't want them to. Here we go. Kindness. Let's see. This is from the Modern Nirvana Oracle. Kindness states, kindness will never be wasted in any way, which is a Japanese proverb. Give the love you wish to receive is a very powerful yet simple statement. We often unconsciously train ourselves to make what we lack into something we subconsciously worship and forget the power of love is something we can pay for and experience through a cycle of reciprocity. Rather than wasting time thinking about what we don't have and fixating on all that we are lacking, what if we use that time to shift our energy away from the inner struggles? What if we focus our attention on how we might be more loving and generous to others who may be in need? This card is a reminder that when you are inspired to give love, do not hold back. Now is the time to be the miracle so that when you need one in the future, you know they are possible because you yourself have been exactly that for someone else. Your actions have the potential to spark a cycle of reciprocity and encourage new ecosystems of positive energy exchange. A single candle can light an infinite number of flames. And by acting in kindness toward others, you're practicing by direct experience the power of your own divinity. When you emanate from this space, hold on. When you emanate from this space, um, when you emanate from this space of divinity, you ignite a divine spark which will guide you to learn new things about yourself and continue to expand your field of awareness by being in loving service as you move through the world and make an impact on those around you. Nothing is placed in your experience by accident. Each time you interact with someone, you are choosing a storyline with an infinite universe of possibility. So, what character are you going to play in their book of life? Are you a Dakini, an embodiment of enlightened energy, or a hungry ghost, a being tormented by insatiable desire? Are you an angel? Are you a demon? Are you an extra? Or are you just a non playable character? Are you the star or the production assistant? Are you the reader or the writer? What are you creating within the field of creation? You're being asked to bring more kindness into the world. Enjoy the process of creating miracles and be a miraculous presence. Shift from fear to love by sparking kindness with embodied action and authenticity. With simple acts of kindness, here's your mantra. With simple acts of kindness, I kindle the fire of 1,000 flames. With this light of inspired action, I emanate pure love. Where there once was darkness, only light remains. So, throughout this week, how are you being wild and free, being loving? How are you allowing yourself to trust your gut, trust your intuition? How are you doing some healing of the family wounds around allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allowing yourself to be seen, allowing yourself to be who you know yourself to be? You know what I mean? Because, like, girl, you're a gem. And how you going to not be a gem if you're not right within? Okay? But that's it for the message because now my stomach is rumbling. She's saying, bitch, we got to go. And I don't think that's my intuition. Love you all. Um, like I said, candles. You can get candles throughout this week. And next week, honestly, I'll do candles, but readings will be done by Friday. Hope to see you soon. And I'm going to be bringing some new stuff in the new chapter of my life. So please keep an eye out for some other offerings that I'll be bringing for you all. If you got any questions about it, let a bitch know. And yeah, that's pretty much it.